Can one studio come to an agreement and get back to work, or is it all or nothing? Smart question. So the studios negotiate together under the banner of the AMPTP. But remember, they're not best friends. They're competitors. Any other time of the year, they're always trying to steal market share away from each other. It's just that once every 3 years, they're like, ladies, gentlemen, can we please set aside our differences and remember what we all want, which is to screw the writers? Excellent point, Jenkins. Pass the caviar. Does it really go down like that? I don't know. That's how I'm writing the scene. They're free to write the scene however they want. What's that? They're not writers? Okay, we'll go with my version then. Now, how is the Writers Guild, 9,000 nerds, going to stand up to the giant multinational conglomerates? It's David versus Goliath. They're way too big and strong. How are we going to do that? Well, back in 2008, the Writers Guild was like, well, we don't have to, stand up to them. All we have to do is get them to turn against each other, which, when you think about it, really isn't that hard, given that that's their natural state. They're competitors. So what happened in 2008, after a couple months of this strike, one of the studios, I believe it was United Artists, I think they were the first ones, they reached out to the Writers Guild and said, look, let's end this. Let's start negotiating here because we can't afford not to make movies and TV shows. Let's figure out a fair deal. And that's when earnest negotiations actually began, not 2 months prior. And so United Artists, Lionsgate came later. They proposed a deal that had much more favorable terms to the Writers Guild. It was an interim deal under the condition that once the final deal was settled with all the other studios, that's the deal that they would agree to. And so, sure, that's fair enough, right? And so a deal was hammered out. And once that first studio falls, it's like dominoes. All the other ones fall because now United Artists has a competitive advantage over the other studios because they are making movies and TV shows, which is how they make money. And the other ones are just sitting on their hands watching their stock prices go through the floor. So I imagine, I'm not in on these negotiations. I'm not on the guild board or the negotiating committee, but maybe that's what's going to happen this time. For more on what it's like to be a TV writer on strike, keep following me here at Michael Jamin Writer.